Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Certainly this is a very, very impressive... He's gone for it! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Acerbi knocks it away. Not offside that time. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. Driving, oh, shooting chance! Hoists it forward. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making...
He's gone for it! He's pulled off a fine save!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And it's hoisted clear. And they've been caught out here. A nice touch. Time to deliver. Good ball, it's found its target. And it's played forward. Is there any... And a shot!
I like the little feint he came up with to produce the effort. Very, very tidy.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Played out to the right. Gets up to head it! Oh, the ball's come loose! Chance to break. Forward it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Goes long. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. To say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Back into the middle. There it is! Oh, that's not going to count, and we go again.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Across the field it goes. Hoists it forward. Good take, and he's had going for goal! Acerbi. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Well positioned to make that interception. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
He's got it, and he's got time. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. He's left it, and the shot! Goal! There is the breakthrough! Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position, and they had him...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
Well, we're already into the second period. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Martinez. Dashing forward at pace. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Tries to locate someone up front. That's the throw. Good idea, just poorly executed. Now the counter. Chelsea have a free kick. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Martinez.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Tries lifting it over. Martinez. Battles to win it back. And it's played forward. Ah, he's given it away.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Oh, that is tries a shot! yes, it's there! And with that goal comes comfort. There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
It's broken loose.
Martinez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Danger averted for now. Played towards the front men. Acerbi cuts it out. Could be a chance here.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
He's got through. And the finish! And in again. Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Sommer reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
That's just great play, Peter. A textbook example for any wannabe footballers out there on positioning and movement.
3 without reply. Has a hit! Oh, outstanding save.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
He's played him through. Got a sight of goal here. Tries to get it forward quickly. Gets wrestled off the ball. Decent looking ball. Room for a shot. Martinez. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Good, strong hand by the keeper. Lobs it in gently. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Mkhitaryan. Shoots! And that's it. The scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close a deal.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is... Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation. And the shots!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Martinez, and he's cut it out. Hoists it forward. Shalhanoglu, and it's Mkhitaryan. He's made sure that that won't get through, and it's played forward. Chelsea keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Forward it goes. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. Chelsea do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Mkhitaryan. Has he picked him out? Gets away from his opponent. An uncompromising challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Mkhitaryan. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That's the throw. That is terrific skill. Tries to get it forward quickly. And now the breakaway. Hoists it forward. Turns and goes back. Cut out in the nick of time. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Shapes to shoot! They've done it! And with that goal comes comfort. With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
He's gone for it! It's a goal! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
We hit half-time, so a really good half of football, 3 goals, and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Forward it goes. Finds himself eased off the ball. Martinez. Martinez, towering header! And it's played forward. That intervention was very necessary. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Çalhanoğlu set up one goal so far. Goes for goal! It's there! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Mkhitaryan. Well weighted. Well read, he sorted that out. Martinez loses his balance and loses the ball. Martinez with a definite foul there. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Pedro Neto. Oh, he's hits one! Goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Has a hit! Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. The ball stands firm and it's bounced out. Tries lifting it over. And he's straight offside.
Chelsea are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Pedro Neto.
Chelsea are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Gets a good foot in there.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He's got a chance from here, but not the kindest angle. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area.
Strong punch.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's away. Has a goal! He scores! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display. What a player.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Pings it out wide. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's in, and the shot! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Jim, your thoughts?
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
So now the difference is 3.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Forward it goes. Shoots! And in it goes! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
So is this the start of a comeback? Dashing forward at pace. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance, and the result, which is well-deserved. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. Gets up to head it! He's got away with one there.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Gnabry can't get the better of his opposite number. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's Goretzka. And here's Kane.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Saka. Tries to stroke it through. Room for a shot. Big chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, he tried to go it alone, and he wasn't too far away from pulling it off either. Everything was there apart from the finish.
Kane. And it's corner. The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Cleared away. Rashford. England applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into...
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Cut out in the nick of time. Going for goal! And it's Goretzka. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? England couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in it. Gnabry has been caught there. It's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. And here's Kane. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. It is deadlocked. Tries to get it forward quickly. Dashing forward at pace. He goes long, and help's available out wide.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive, and rock solid.
Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Decent looking ball. He's gone for it! Goal! England! England take the lead. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, and he knew all along what he wanted to do, and it's a really great instinctive finish.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
And here's Gnabry. Gnabry! They've scored! They have come roaring back. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
You know, looking back on that, I honestly think that the keeper could have helped that situation. He can see the whole picture in front of him and let that defence know. But it seems the message didn't come across very well, and I think they were duly punished.
It's Kane! Really smart interplay.
Well, that was textbook stuff on the wing too there. Great link-up play. Difficult to deal with.
Gnabry. And here's Kane. Now it's Gnabry. Cuts it out. Gnabry. It's come from... And the shot! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling.
That's a hit! He's lifting it over. He's found his man. And the referee brings the first half to a close. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. And it's Gnabry. And here's Kane. And it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Forward it goes. Aimed in towards the centre.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Done very well to intervene. Hoists it forward. Rice. And here's Rashford. Now surely. Quick glance at goal. And the shot! Goal! Offside.
Is the light very short-lived. The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Gets the better of his man.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Referee has just said play on. Accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
There's the cross, up to meet it! The ball's loose, and he's after it. And it's played forward. Rashford. Forward it goes. He's got it, and he's got time. Up for a header! He's pulled off a fine save.
Kane really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Keeper sends it forward. Hoists it high. Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Ball's out on the left now. He's left his man. Pumps it into the area. Towering header! Oh, he's got that completely wrong. Kane, real chance! And he's there to hoof it away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rice. Foden. Stones. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture-perfect for a game of this nature. There are plenty looking forward to seeing this. Hits one! There was plenty of power on that. Chance to break. Valverde. Alaba. Ceballos. Oh, real chance! Has a hit! Oh, it's a mistimed tackle, and it is a penalty. Chelsea really could have done without this. To get them off and running. And he's buried it! 1-0! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, that was a big pressure kick, and he didn't let his team down. He took that so calmly.
So, a breakthrough already. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. He's made sure that that won't get through. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Goes long. Mbappe is flagged offside. Could be thinking about a shot here. It's anyone's ball. Chelsea are seeing plenty of the ball at the moment, but still they trail. Vinicius Junior, and here's the chance to counter. Battles to win it back.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Averted for now. Massive leap! Alaba. Ceballos. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Tries to get it forward quickly. Chance! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Ceballos. Vinicius Junior. Just brushed off the ball there. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Madrid get it back again. Mbappe. Turns and goes back. Shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose. Hoists it forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Just 5 minutes left until the break.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's played forward. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close sport half of football, one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Chelsea don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Forward it goes. Mbappe. Here's the delivery. Forward it goes. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref. Well, this is a very real chance, and should it go in, it could be a big game changer.
Going for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! That was travelling. Alaba plays it forward. Oh, good interception. Madrid are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break. Shot at goal! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Well, you can only praise the keeper for standing up to his opponent like that.
Nicely measured pass. Mbappe! So who's he picking out? Valverde. Timely intervention. It's come loose. Vinicius Junior. This could spell danger. Cedric, what are you thinking?
Chelsea are now matching their opponents blow for blow, despite the scoreline. No shrinking violets out there.
Chance! Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Referee has just said play on. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he is going into that little black book.
Chelsea are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Valverde with a delicate ball. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Cuts it out. Courtois did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Chelsea grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Chelsea surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
Pedro Neto hoists it high, and he's cut it out.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Let down by a lack of accuracy. And they've been caught out here. Has a pop! One good cross, maybe the last chance. Evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Little question that this is one of the most striking structures in all of sport. He has a hit! Lacking in accuracy. Tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe, great strength, too strong for his opponent, and that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Hernandez. And that has been cleared. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Quick ball forward, and now they can launch a counter. He spotted the run and played him through. He's got away, he's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Tries to get it clear. Goes for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Just brushed off the ball there. Forward it goes. Thuram. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Battles to win it back. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Hernandez drives it forward. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. More than Thuram concedes a free kick for that. Mbappe with good energy in defence as well.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Now shoot, and the finish! It's there! First blood drawn. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
A 1-0 lead established.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Nicely measured pass. Gets away from his opponent. It's anyone's ball.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
What an adventurous run from a defender. Has a pop! Hits off target and by quite a way. And the flag has stayed down.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Mbappe shoots! Gets it back. Thuram Ulien. A real chance to break. Deftly done. It's got through to him. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Thuram Ulien plays it out to the flank. Plays it out to the wing. Going through. He's gone for it! Thuram Ulien hoists it forward. Hit long and direct. And there is the half-time whistle. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They can certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
France need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Thuram Ulien tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And it's played forward. And that is as far as they're going to go. Mbappe. Thuram Ulien. Hits one! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Played down the flank. Hoists it forward. Now the counter. Chelsea are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work...
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Here's a corner, good chance. Cleared away. Turns and goes back. He's gone for it! Cuts it out. And it's played forward. France being made to look sloppy in possession here. Tries to get it forward quickly. Thuram Ulien. Over to the left. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances...
Shapes to shoot! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Hernandez. Mbappe. That is terrific skill. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Has a pop! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then. Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Forward it goes. Dashing forward at pace. Battles to win it back. Mbappe plays it forward. Has a hit! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Knocks it away.
France showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
He's left his man. They are right into last chance territory. And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that plummets the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
It's a promising ball. Mbappe, chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted. He's had a goal! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. France did it the hard way, a testament to their great powers of recovery. They have defied the odds. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. I think that's a goal kick. Yes, the referee concurs. Hoists it forward. And now they can launch a counter. Deftly done. And he's there to cut it out. Real chance! And the ball's come out. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Ball through needs to be good here. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. He's through. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Shot at goal! Goal! Belgium! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant set-up and finish.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Forward it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Has a pop! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Bruno Fernandes taking charge of the dead ball. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes battles to win it back. Chip through. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Belgium just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
De Ligt. Belgium are leading with half-time drawing close. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Finds himself eased off the ball. Mathieu. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. And it's Casemiro. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
De Bruyne. Oh, real danger here. Half-time whistle goes. And here we are, off they go for half-time. They did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Belgium come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting. There is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. Tries a shot! Diogo Dalot. Ball's out on the left now. Belgium have a free kick. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Plays it long, and it's got through. It's a throw-in. Witsel. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that.
Seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's come loose. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Turns and goes back. Gets on the shot! And it's played forward. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Well positioned to make that interception. Chooses to go back. Tries to get it forward quickly. Looking to break out here. He's left his man. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely feet. Up to meet it! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Belgium can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
time for changes on both sides, actually. Plays it out to the flank. Lovely bit of skill there. Forward it goes. Bruno Fernandes. He gets past his man.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Meunier.
Belgium are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's been won straight back. Oh, great ball!
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Cut out in the nick of time.
Belgium are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Belgium need to hold on for a few more moments. Gets the better of his man. Towering header! Danger averted for now. Ball's loose, who's getting there?
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
He's gone for it! Just off target.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that. We're talking fractions. That was a great try.
And that will be the final act. Belgium win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, to me, this is a result, Peter, that says an awful lot more than the scoreline suggests. You know, after the goal, the team just settled down and looked surprisingly comfortable.
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Well, this really is one of the monuments to the history of our game, especially, of course, the Scottish game. It is Celtic Park, Glasgow. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the new... Hits one! A great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach.
And the shot! This could fall any... And they've been caught out here. Newcastle can try it again now. It's out for a goal kick. Tielemans. That's offside. Yes, it is. That's a throw. Chip through. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Still goalless at the moment. Hoists it forward. Goalkeeper's ball. Gets it back. And the counter is on. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Gets on the end of it. He's in! Big chance! And it's played forward. Well, they could break here. That's been intercepted, and that will come... Oh, real danger here! Tielemans. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Sticks in a foot to win it back. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. He's through, now is he in? Big chance, must be! Has a goal! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Great leap! Attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Cut out in the nick of time. That's gone a long way up and away. Now surely! Dummett goes looking. First 45 minutes are up. Well, both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. Already up and running for the second half. So deadlock still as the second half begins.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Breaks on here. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Offside that time. Digne battles to win it back. Looking to break out here. It's a loose ball. Well, that's where he wants it. Well weighted. He's there to receive it. Striding forward, facing goal.
Newcastle have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Forward it goes. Chance to break.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Hoists it forward. And now the breakaway. Out towards the flank. It's a throw. And it's played forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. Tries lifting it over. Oh, that's a fine challenge. He's had a shot! It's in!
They'll kick themselves if that doesn't turn out to be the clincher. What a time to score.
Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done. Well, these are the sort of opportunities, Peter, that really need to be taken when you're trailing. There's pressure on this one.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. He's had a crack. What a goal! About as smooth as it gets. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And he's produced a beauty. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Repelled by the keeper.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Tielemans. It's come loose.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Hoists it forward. Keeps everyone guessing. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Oh, sweet feet. Pumps it into the area. Knocks it away. Tielemans. Final seconds, this has to be it.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Gets away from his opponent. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. Forward it goes. Oh, managed to get it away. And that is that. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. The manager too unhappy with the outcome, and the fans really well entertained. It's all square in the end. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Oh, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, real chance!
Tries to locate someone up front. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's picked him out. Xavi! Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And we have the first chance from a dead ball. Xavi! It's broken loose. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Big chance! Aurier. A buccaneering run from the defender. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's got through to him. And he's there to cut it out. Oh, good interception. He's found his man. Solanke. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. That's a foul, simple decision for the referee. Bentancur gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Richarlison. Xavi. Richarlison. The chance! He scored! First blood drawn. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
A 1-0 lead established.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Wood gets into some space. Can he deliver? Oh, well defended, that had to be done. And here's the chance to counter. Tries to dink it in. Good ball. Belts one. And that will sail harmlessly past.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Hoists it forward. And it's Aurier. goes straight through to the keeper. He's made sure that that won't get through. Great run on the overlap here. Pumps it into the area. Wood. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Plays it back. Keeper's ball. And the counter is on. That intervention was very necessary. That's surely a foul. Free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And the second half gets underway.
Nottingham need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution. And I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
And it's Aurier. Aurier. Oh, he's found him in space! And it's played forward, dashing forward at pace. He's found his man. He's one-on-one! He's had a shot! Wood. And now they can launch a counter. Gets away from his opponent. And a header!
Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Chance to shoot! Good challenge, he just stood firm. Bentancur goes looking. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Forward it goes. And they win it back again. Tottenham are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Bentancur. Solanke. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. It's a great ball. Solanke. So who's he picking out? Has a hit! That's caused a worry or two.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
Zinchenko. Wood. Hudson-Odoi.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Keeper sends it forward. Wood. And he's cut it out.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Wood. Hudson-Odoi. Wood. And the finish! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner. Tottenham showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
It's a loose ball.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Just brushed off the ball there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. So, to pass or to shoot? That is his question. That was travelling. That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. Forward it goes. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. They are right into last chance territory. Over to the left. He gets past his man. Header! The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. So it's ended in a draw, craft and graft and everything apart from a winning goal that never came. An intriguing contest and a result which at least partly satisfies all. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. There are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Hoists it forward. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them, because it needs livening up.
He's gone for it! It's being played forward. Well, they could break here. Nkunku. Thuram. Well played, he saw that coming. And he's going long. Great leap! It's there! First blood drawn. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
Milan take the lead. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Locatelli. Thuram. Surely! And he's straight offside. Good ball, it's found its target. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Forward it goes. Floats one over. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Battles to win it back. Tries to get it forward quickly. Modric. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? A really good feat. What a ball this has turned out to be. And it's played forward. He's pinged one through here. Modric. How can he finish? And he's there to cut it out. How about a shot? Hoists it forward. Decent looking ball. Neat exchange. It has gone through to him. Has a hit! Goal! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. And the half-time whistle goes. We can review the first half.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Here we go again then.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's played forward. Modric has the through ball. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, real chance! And he's cut it out. Dashing forward at pace.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Forward it goes. Chance to break. And it's Modric. Nicely measured pass. Shoots! And it's there! And surely that settles it. Jim, your thoughts?
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. And they're not going to make any further progress now. It's a loose ball. Nkunku. He's played him through. Got a sight of goal here. Massive leap! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Milan are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness.
Thuram Ulian plays it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. Big chance, corner. Clears it out of harm's way. Good clearance and very necessary. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team there.
Defending of the desperate variety. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Looking to change the direction of the game here. He'll fancy himself from here. And he's going direct. Oh, the keeper's done just about enough. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
That'll go straight through to the keeper.
Well, you don't go down without a fight, and the sooner that message can circulate through the team, the better. The scoreline is a little ugly at the moment. It's imperative now that they grab the next goal.
Shot at goal! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
It's a promising ball. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Has a hit! Turns and goes back. Crosses in a low one. Tries to get it clear. Turan Ulien. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Gets the better of his man, has a pop! They scored! They're back within reach! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted.
Up to meet it! The whistle has gone, and it is all over. Well, much worthy industry, but that alone simply not enough. They are beaten by the better side. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.